know, we got that wheel of music from some of the hottest indie artists in the world, but especially Houston, because baby, Houston got talent. You hear me? And today with me, I can't stand you. And today with me, we have an extra special guest. We got Mr. Chad Black in the building.
What's up?
Yeah. Who did you brought a friend? Who you brought here?
A dear friend. Her name is Kashara Red.
Miss Kashara Red, how are you? Good. How have you guys been working it out for this COVID-19 situation?
We've been good.
Been doing good?
Yeah.
Have you guys been working on music? Have you guys just been taking this break to relax? Like, what's going on with you, Chad?
COVID-19 is responsible for the album getting done.
I was going to ask that question, too.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that question,
Yeah, I've
too.
had plenty of time to finally finish something that I really
You
started.
had
years
no
ago.
excuse.
Right.
No excuse. What you doing?
Right. So there's been some positive things that'll come out of it as well.
Good.
But yeah, we're extra careful. We don't play about our masks.
You're right.
We don't
Washing the
play about
hands, coronavirus.
Right. Exactly.
What about you, Miss Kashara?
It's been the same. I've been relaxing, chilling from work.
Oh,
And, you know,
lucky you, girl.
been trying to get back in the studio, and Chad is helping me with that. So
That's what's up. So I want to say a special happy belated birthday to Miss Patti LaBelle. Yesterday she celebrated her 76th birthday, right?
Wow.
Patty is looking good.
Yeah.
Patty is looking good. And shout out to the latest verses with Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. Did you guys happen to catch that?
I seen clips.
That wasn't even a battle. That was just like a Jamaican type of pride thing. And I love the way how they ended it with Bob Marley, One Love, and just kind of closed it out. So that was pretty dope. But tonight is going to be one for the R&B. They got 112 and they got Jagged Edge going on tonight. So
We'll have
that
to catch
should,
that.
yeah,
We'll have to
got
catch
to
that.
catch that. And YouTube, they'll still be on YouTube because it'll be on before the show is over. But I'm going to still catch it on YouTube. Also, Memorial Day. I just like to say thank you to the armed men and women who have lost their lives for us.
Right.
For us. Can I get an applause for that? Hey! That's what's up. So I want to get straight into it. And I'm going to go with Miss Kashara Red here. How did you end up with Chad Black, girl?
we've actually been friends for many years. Met him on the scene, on the club scene, you know, live music or whatever. Back. How long ago was it?
I was trying to pre-think that before you said it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say it's been
like
over
15.
Oh,
Over 15.
long
Yeah,
time
it's been a
ago.
while. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Okay. And I read when I was just doing a little work on you that you're just now getting back into music in 2019. So I'm kind of wondering. You said you had met him about 15 years ago. What made the break happen? What was the stop?
I got into a relationship, you know, and it took a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I'm back at it.
You back at it?
I'm back at it.
So that's what's up. What is some of the upcoming projects you have coming? What could we be expecting from
y'all
this?
can watch out for my video. It'll be coming out soon. I'll be working on that next month.
Video for what song? What single? What
In
is it?
Control Again.
For In Control
Yeah,
Again.
Appropriately named.
Yes, In Control Again. We are going to have to, when you drop that video, we are going to have to bring you back.
Okay.
We're going to have to present that video, and we're going to have to talk about that song, okay? Absolutely. So I got a question for you. How would you describe your brand and your artistry?
I like all genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
I started off doing gospel, and then I
People
went,
start with gospel.
I went to classical.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy classical music.
Classical, like Beethoven?
Like classical, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much
Like
about
Mozart.
classical. Do they sing in classical music? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is that the opera?
Yeah.
That's the
Opera,
opera.
yes.
Do you sing?
I used to. I went to school for music education.
Go
So
ahead now. What is that, soprano,
Right.
alto? How does that happen?
I'm a first soprano.
A soprano.
Can I hear a note or something? Matter of fact, you know what? We are going to hear a note. Because matter of fact, we're finna go right up into Tomaro's tunes, okay? And Miss Kashara got a tune for us. Listen, we wasn't even prepared for her, but whatever she brings us, I've heard this girl sing before, so we're gonna let her just tear down the house. Can we just get a little skeet taste? Just a little skeet taste of what you're gonna bring for tomorrow's tunes. Give it to the people.
Okay. This is a little Tamar.
Just a little Tamar.
Somebody said every day was gonna be sunny skies. Only more than gay and lingerie. I guess somebody lied. Started discussing it to fighting. Don't touch me, please. And let's stop the madness. Come and lay with me. Truth be told, I'm waving my flag before it goes bad. Guess we made it this far, for better or worse. I wanna feel it even if it hurts. I gotta cry and get to the other side. Let's go, 'cause we gon' survive. Oh, we stay on the front line. Yeah, and we're still here after the bomb drops. We go so hard, we lose control. The fire starts, then we explode. When the smoke clears, we dry our tears. Only in love and war.
Child, give that child a round of applause, please, 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 please. She killed.
It's all right.
Okay, baby, come through Kashara Red. Y'all need to be looking out for Kashara Red with the 713 agency. Speaking of the 713 agency, my apologies. We are going to get to Mr. Chad Black. Mr. Chad Black, where are you originally from?
I'm from right here.
You from H-Town?
H-Town.
You seem like an LA kind of guy to me.
I incorporated that a little bit later, but I'm definitely Houston for sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. So how long have you been singing?
Singing, I want to say, I'm getting ready to be 30. So I'll say at least 18 years.
18 years of. Did you
Yeah.
also start in the choir?
Well, I just started at home,
Okay.
and then my family as a whole, we then started to go to church. And so then I just started to use my gift there
Okay.
as well. But it started just at home, inspired by just what I was hearing on the radio in the beginning.
What kind of music were you listening to?
It was
Just
more
regular
so
90s?
R&B.
R&B?
R&B, hip hop, and then there was just quick transformation because it's like the family got saved, and so now all of a sudden it's nothing but gospel going on, and so I experienced it as a child, like going from one extreme to the next, but it gave me a good outlook on both ends, and so I've been very well versed in both since I was a kid. Yeah.
So when was the point for you? It was like, you know what? I got it. I want to do music. This is what I want to pursue. What made that start? What brought that along?
I knew that very early on, because I was just a natural creator. The entertainer in me had not really come out yet, but I was always to myself, quiet and in my own space, creating something. So I knew, I'll say maybe 10, 11, 12, to know that I was like very creative. And then singing was more so when I did get into church, because I had to start teaching notes to the choirs, because I came in and started working with the youth choir.
Vocal coach? Are you also a vocal coach?
Well, yeah.
Look at that.
I'm a vocal
Singer,
I'm a
songwriter, vocal coach.
I'm a vocal arranger. That's what I
Okay.
specialize in, just helping artists to find their sound.
Help
and
me
arrange.
know, explain to me, okay, helping an artist find their sound. So if they're maybe singing too low, you help them like, no, that's not you. Need you to go a little higher. How does that
Well,
work?
more so when I say Toni Braxton to you, the sound that comes to your mind is her sound. When I say Patti LaBelle to you, you think of a sound. I help artists create that thing that
Their
people think
own-
of when you say that.
Okay. So you started off in going to church, and then you started singing. 10 or 12, you realized that's what you wanted to do. So when did you start actually going out there and performing and doing showcase? Were you the kid that do a talent show in school?
I actually did not.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. For a fun fact, my family did not even know that I had the ability to sing. They
Well,
just
when
knew.
did they find out?
Yeah, they found out at my first show in front of a live audience with everybody else.
And how old were you at that
That
point?
was at 18, 19. No. That was 22, 23.
So
So I had all that time I was able to sing. They just knew I could play because I played piano.
Okay,
So
okay,
they knew I was musically.
You never
talented.
told them like, hey, I'm in the studio, I'm doing something.
Well, I
I'm
wasn't.
singing.
I was
You
very
were-
sheltered, so
oh.
I didn't get in the studio
Okay.
until 17, 18, 19. So in my younger days, that studio was not an option. It was just church.
Oh,
You know.
okay. Straight choir boy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and so the people in the church, or the leaders, they could see how talented I was, and maybe a little bit above, ahead of my time, so they would put me over the youth music department, and so that's where I really did a lot of developing and growing as a leader too. But in terms of studio, that didn't really come and kick in until later.
Later on,
Yeah,
18,
later on,
19,
18,
20, and
into
stuff
my
like
20s.
that. So now you done went to this you had this showcase, your family come, what was their reaction to that?
Well,
Why the hell you ain't tell us you could goddamn on sing?
yeah, especially my mom, because she's really verbal, so she would be the one to say almost verbatim that. But everybody else, like my brothers, they had a sneak peek. They knew because we were two to a room as kids, and so one brother in particular,
The one that was in the room with you, huh?
he knew, and so he would tell them. But of course, they're thinking, it's not what it ended up being. So, yeah, I just was known as the musically talented kid. I was very weird. I was very and weird when I say weird, I mean just isolated.
Okay.
By choice.
Okay.
I chose to be in my own space.
No,
you know?
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, because they were all athletes, and I was musically talented. And after I tried to go down the athlete road with them,
What you tried to do it with?
And
What's for it?
and got my helmet knocked completely the hell up.
That
on my
must be
head,
football.
I
Okay.
said, and that's when God will show you stay in your lane.
God said,
And so-
sing. You know what? I'm gonna listen to you, Lord. I'm gonna sing. 'Cause
Right.
The way that helmet flew,
Yeah, it was
I
like
ain't
so-
fooling with it.
Yeah, it was too violent. So, so yeah, ever since then, I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Okay, so you did that showcase. Moving forward, did you ever try out to be with a major record company or anything like that?
I didn't try out to be, but when social media started to take over, I had been offered a few things.
Okay.
And even went through with a few things, and each and every one of them turned out to be a hot mess.
What do you mean?
So, in terms of the deal.
Oh, okay.
So a part of the reason why 713 Agency was birthed is because of all of my history with bad deals, meeting bad industry people, just people that some of them not even bad as a person, but just not knowing fully what the
business.
hell they're doing. And then you bring me into your ignorance, and so now I suffer as an artist too.
Right.
So the 713 Agency was not something I came up with just for fun. It's not a money thing. I have spent more than I made. It literally was a movement to help artists really get the protection that I did
you
not
never had.
have access to when I first got started.
That's awesome. So, how many artists is the 713 Agency holding now?
At this point, we're doing project by project due to
Okay.
Corona, so we have no one on the roster
Right,
necessarily right now.
right.
It would be Kashara at this point. And then I'm doing contracted services as they're needed for any other artists. But right now, we cleared the roster, cleared out the dues that are paid in, so no one has to be paying anything.
That's right. Help people out during this
Yeah.
during this time and stuff in need. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now you have the 713 Agency. You're getting your artists in. You first story time. I always tell a story about how I met people that I have on the show. So when I met Mr. Chad Black, he was not singing,
Right.
okay? He was directing Zamar, my first guest, if you guys remember. He was directing. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Lovey.
Not Tomaro. Okay, I thought you were going to pause after Tomaro. I was going to misjudge you.
That's okay.
First show. It was her first show.
He was directing Mr. Zamar's music video, Social Freaks. And we were crunched for time, and we had to hurry up and help with another set while they were shooting another one. Me and you were working. It was the kind of soul. No, it wasn't the Soul Train. It was one of the balloon
It was supposed
lines.
to be the Soul
Yes.
Train. Yeah.
And we started working together. We started talking. Next thing you know, I'm asking questions. He's directing, and I'm following. And at the end of it, you came up to me. You said, "I like your work ethic. And I have something going on. I'm going to check you out later. You know, give me your social media stuff." And we exchanged that. That was in December. And I hadn't heard from him. So I didn't know if it was just talk, you know, because I hear about how it works out in the industry. So I didn't know if it was just talk or not. And then I end up seeing you Christmas Eve at the Fieldway show. Zamar was there, and you sang, and I got a video, and I'm gonna post it because you just came up with your own chestnuts roasted Christmas song.
I didn't know you were there.
I was there.
I don't remember you there.
I was there, and Fast forward like a month later, you reached out to me, and you reached out to me about a new show, digital show that you have going on, and it is called Race to Review. Now, can you tell the people a little bit about Race to Review?
I can. Race to Review was curated by myself and social media superstar Mr. Reggie Ray. And it basically, in a nutshell, the concept of the show is to teach people how to give their opinions and have their say in this world or in the culture without being, without tearing down celebrities.
Negative.
Without being
Making
negative.
people want to get rid of their page.
In their life. Sometimes. On a more serious note, just driving stars and people that are in the public eye crazy, you know, or off the ledge that we may not even know that they were on because of things that they read on.
Reading, yeah.
Right. So the devil tried it because, you know, with the whole corona coming in, we had to stop the production on everything and pause the production. But we will be back to continue that movement. I think it's a very important thing that I'm committed to seeing through.
I loved it with the live studio audience and everything. It was really amazing.
Awesome.
And Miss Kashara Red sang her tail off on there.
Once again.
She
was our first guest.
She sure was.
She
sure was.
And
Zamar. Look at that. It just falls around 360, okay? Well, let me tell you what we guys are going to do. We're going to play a quick track from Chad's new album called Never Felt This Way, featuring your girl, Miss Kashara Red. And when we come back, we'll be talking more to both of these awesome talents. And we'll be back.
So the devil tried it because, you know, with the whole corona coming in, we had to stop the production on everything and pause the production. But we will be back to continue that movement. I think it's a very important thing that I'm committed to seeing through.
I loved it with the live studio audience and everything. It was really amazing.
Awesome.
And Miss Kashara Red sang her tail off on there.
Once again. She was our first guest.
She sure was. She sure was. And Zamar. Look at that. It just falls around 360, okay? Well, let me tell you what we guys are going to do. We're going to play a quick track from Chad's new album called Never Felt This Way, featuring your girl, Miss Kashara Red. And when we come back, we'll be talking more to both of these awesome talents.
Should I do? Should I tell my baby bye-bye? Should I do exactly what I feel?
My music go anywhere and everywhere. The sky's the limit. You know, we just
let me go, baby, I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready. Say you never let me go, baby, I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready. We've been at it for a while. I guess we in it to win it. See you at the finish line. Girl, I'm committed. Give me permission to love you right. Hey, we got our hearts on the line. We can go through the fight together, baby. Never felt this way about loving nobody but you. That's somebody. Baby, while we're waiting, breaking all this love is true. Think you'll never let me go, let me go. Baby, while we're waiting, breaking all this love is true. Think you'll never let me go, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready to explore forever with you. We all and we good, so what we gonna do? Only time will tell if we can make it through, yeah. I know I can count on you, yeah. We got our hearts on the line. We can go through the fight together, baby. Never felt this way about loving nobody but you. That's somebody. Baby, while we're waiting, breaking all this love is strong. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Baby, while we're waiting, breaking all this love is strong. Think you'll never let me go, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready to explore forever with you. We all and we good, so what we gonna do?
I remember when you had me on your list. I remember our first kiss.
strong. Say you'll never let me go. Baby, I'm ready. Ready to explore forever with you. We all and we good, so what we gonna do? Baby, what we waiting? Girl, you know this love is strong. Say you'll never let me go. Let me go. I'm ready. Baby, what we waiting? Girl, you know this love is strong. Say you'll never let me go. Baby, I'm ready. Don't need to stay, but I really need to get it together.
Hey, and we are back, and that was Never Felt This Way by Chad Black featuring Miss Kashara Red.
Amazing.
Yes, that one was jamming. First, I'm gonna get to Miss Kashara. How was it working on that album with Chad?
It was very fun, but also kind of nerve-wracking because I be like a little nervous.
Nervous even when you're in the studio by yourself or just you and him?
I'm very critical of myself. Like
We usually are.
Yes, I'm my worst critic. So that's mainly me battling in my head.
So you have to use his what is that? What is the word for it? Because Chad has such an upbeat personality, so you got to take some kind of pull some strength from him sometimes. I get how it is. How was it for you, of course, working with Kashara?
It's all in her head because the vocals.
Because you can sing.
Yeah, so it's easy for me. It's easy. I have the easy part. She has the hard part with just making it through those mental hurdles. You know.
Yeah.
For me, if I can get her to just sing.
Maybe because you can sing.
Yeah. I'm having fun when she just starts singing and less thinking, more singing.
So how was it coming up with this song? You guys write this? Was it written by you?
Yeah, I wrote it.
You wrote it?
Yeah, it was
and you wrote your part?
No. He did it.
I wrote it, and we're in development. I teach writing, so we're writing. So on her album, she'll be showcasing her writing. But for this particular song, it was a song that did not feel complete. That I just kind of sat to the side. It was like I don't know if I was gonna put them on the album or not. Sometimes as an artist, you have a song where you're on it, and the way that I tell people to pick their features or to pick the songs that you use features for is that if it just doesn't feel like complete yet with you on it, it doesn't mean that you're not the bum or that you didn't kill it, but it just means that's time for a feature. And so that song that record was the one that I sat to the side like, okay, something else needs to be added. So when I tried production changes, I tried a few lyric changes, I sung it a little bit different, and that's how I let just the atmosphere tell me that somebody belongs on the song. And so then the search starts for that person, and it just ended up, she was supposed to be on another song. And this song was sent to me by my producer. Shout out to Eric King.
Okay.
Who was amazing. He produced my whole project.
Okay.
With the exception of the last track, the bonus track. What's the name of my damn song?
Is the bonus track out?
Make Up Your Mind.
Make Up Your Mind is the only song that's not produced.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's one at the very end. So really there's 7 tracks produced by Eric
Got
King.
you. That's how we got to 8.
Yeah,
okay.
That's how we got to 8. Right. And so, what was I saying?
You were just telling us that something when it's not feeling complete, you go ahead and pull someone else.
That's how you choose your features. You see and you evaluate what else could be there to take the song to the next level. And she did just that. And I just want to honor her for that. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
I'm so appreciative of that.
What is your process when you're writing your music?
I don't use paper. I don't write anything down. So what I do is I go in the studio and I have my producer press record on a track that I've approved or that we've worked on together or that he has just sent to me. And I let the things that are on my heart come out without any editing
just
or anything. I do my first lay. I'm giving y'all my tip. I charge people for this. The first thing I do is I do a track of freestyle.
Okay.
Just whatever may come out of my mouth. If you were in the room listening to me do it, you probably would think, what the hell is he talking about?
Okay.
You know, y'all, are we able to cuss on here?
Yes, cuss, goddammit.
Okay, because I curse like a sailor, so I'm really trying to refrain right now. But yeah, so the first track, step one, is the freestyling. I do a track of freestyling, mumbling. I get my melodies out. It all sounds like gibberish. So that's step one. And then when I go in and I have a listening session with me and whoever I have in the building, mainly me and my producer, and we listen to the gibberish and we pull out the things that stand out.
Good to go
And I
with
build
it.
the song around the gibberish. And so when I go back in, now I have lyrics. Things are getting clearer. I start to add harmony. I start to layer the vocals. And so then I come back out and I listen again. And then we put the song in order on whatever that's going to be, the intro, the verse. And so it's layers to it. It's
I would love to see how that happens. It seems like magic.
It is magic. It's a great process. I love it.
The freestyling on it. Okay, so you just released this album, and with COVID kind of having us shut down a little bit, like what are your plans as far as being able to perform it? You know what I'm saying? Be able to showcase it and get out to the people.
That's such a good question.
Like, I want to know, because usually people put out an album, then we can go, like a month later, we can go to the concert and we can check it out. So, like...
Well, a month later, you will be able to go to the concert.
All
So I'm going
right.
to do it virtually.
Okay,
So I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it right to your phone. We still going to do it, you know? So I'm working behind the scenes with my team. Shout out to Kay Morgan. She can make anything happen. So we're working on that part of it.
Kay Morgan, shout out, Kay.
But I follow what feels right in the moment. So when I completed the album, it felt right to go ahead and put it out. So I followed that, and I knew God would figure all the rest of it out or handle the rest if I just would obey Him and put it out when I felt like He said put it out.
Man.
So, and just that has been happening. So the concert is in the works. The merch is in the work. It's, you know, anything that would normally follow an album, it's in the work. It's just a little bit delayed, but we're not denied.
That's right.
So it is coming.
That is awesome. I'm going to switch it over to Kashara. When you're doing your music, do you write for yourself, or do you have writers?
I am a beginner.
You're a beginner.
With the writing, yes. I
Okay.
am. And it's in my mind again.
There you
It's
go.
me
All right.
stopping myself. I hold myself back a lot.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably what happened a long time, way before I got in my relationship. I held myself back because I'm thinking that I can't do it.
Is it fear? Is it doubt? What is it that's holding you
It
back?
was fear and doubt, all of it.
So what are you doing to push through it, or what have you done to push through
I've been
it?
pushing myself,
Okay.
you know, blocking out
Those voices,
blocking out all negativity, you know, trying to stay positive, you know, and just a relationship with God, you know, that has gotten better as well. So, you know, I'm just growing.
And there you go, growing and learning. So I'm going to tell you guys what, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be more chatting with Mr. Chad Black and Miss Kashara Red, and you know we got that wheel of music. Spin that wheel, spin the wheel. We'll be right back. Y'all come back now. Yeah.